Hi guys, it's my final morning in Saigon. I'll be flying out about 3:30 today, and I'll check out of here at about I'll say about 1 o'clock. It only takes about 25 minutes to get to the airport. There's my favourite church, again chiming up at 4:22 in the morning. They're very consistent. There's a construction crane, which should be like an icon for this city now, and all the places around here. It's actually reasonably quiet right now, so very unusual. I had a meal last night. It was amazing. It actually, well, it was amazing in that it was so cheap. It was just around the corner there. It was just, your standard sort of far stuff. It wasn't far because I said far, and it meant nothing to them. So I just pointed to what someone else was eating, said, look, I'll have some of that. And I sat down at the table, and I waited for some time, and I wasn't 100% sure whether they understood what I meant. But eventually I did get my bowl of soup, and it was pretty well a standard thing. It was a chicken type soup with a few vegetables and what have you, and they're fairly spicy, which I did pay for a little later, I've got to say, so there's always a downside. But the actual, it was very good, and the price was extraordinary. It was only 20,000 dong, which is the cheapest I've ever come across here. I think 25 was before that was the cheapest. So it was a popular place, and that's why you can see why so many people congregate around the places at a good value. So that was a pleasant way to spend the evening. I decided to have no grog, so I didn't go out to the bars. I mean, they're ultra crowded on a Friday. They're not particularly nice in that respect, so I decided I'd just have a quiet night at home and actually eat locally, and that probably was a very good move. So now I just got to basically get prepared for my trip pretty well. There's not much to do. Just drying out some underwear, that's about, which tends to work fairly well here. There's no other drying facilities, but at least it gets a bit of sun, so that's good. And apart from that mundane type of stuff, that's about it. Trip is over. Looking forward to getting home, as I've already said. Yeah, it's going to be good to catch up with my cousin in Lilydale and just spend a couple of days in Melbourne. It's going to be quite cool, so that mightn't be such a bad thing. The weather here's been pretty good overall, but it has been on the warm side. But Melbourne's supposed to be 17 degrees top tomorrow and Monday, and then about 20, I think, on Tuesday. So I'm leaving Tuesday afternoon. It's going to be fairly tight actually, because it's a 4:40 flight, and I've got an appointment at about 1:30 to 2, and I may not be out of there for about 2:30, but still should be more than enough time to get to the airport for a domestic flight. So that's about it really. So it's all down sailing now. By the way, I've got to say too, I will not miss the internet here. It is so patchy, it's so frustrating, and even though I've got issues with my NBN in Cairns, it's super fast compared to here. But having said that, the previous apartment I stayed at in Saigon was brilliant. The internet there was fantastic. So it just depends. Also, I actually asked to be able to check out at 1 o'clock, and my host hasn't got back to me. It's sporadic whether he will or not get back to you. When there was a repair required on the roof, which was repaired, and it took about half an hour of drilling and stuff to get the tin secured again. And it has been quiet since. It has been a little quieter around here. That first day I gave a report from the balcony was ridiculously noisy. But right now it's reasonable, and it wasn't nearly as bad yesterday, so might have just copped a really bad day of the week. But there is a lot of building work happening in this place, so just something you have to be aware of. Anyway, I'll get back to sanity in relative sanity in Melbourne and the relative quiet of Cairns on Tuesday, and that'll be great.